All right, so the other day, one of my buddies hit me up and he was asking for a CV2 ranking system for like a military. So I wanted to make a video about this because there's nothing on YouTube about these things and they're kind of easy to make. So this is going to be a long video, but I mean, we have a lot of stuff to get into. All right, get local player, player left hand velocity, player right hand velocity, player left hand position, player right hand position, distance, player get is room owner, vector get magnitude, two of them, greater than, two of them, and less than. And configure it, make it have 4 inputs. An event receiver, configure it, make it update 30 hertz. An if. All right, local player to all of these 4 inputs right here. Player left hand velocity, vector get magnitude, right hand velocity, vector get magnitude. Player left hand position, A on distance, player right hand position, B on distance. Vector get magnitude, A on greater than, second vector get magnitude, A on greater than, distance to A on less than, greater than result, and greater than result, and less than result, and player get his room owner to and results to if condition, update 30 hertz to if input, greater than B, 0.4, other greater than B, 0.4, less than 0.1. Now we're going to make the players prompt. Get all players, toString, string replace, another string replace, and then a string split. Player prompt multiple choice, where get all players toString, result on toString to string on string replace, result on string replace to string on other string replace, results on string replace to string on string split, list to answer choices. Make the pattern this, and then make the other pattern this. Make the divider on the string split to this, and then wire this executable to this executable. Get a delay, an if, a toString, string format, list create, and a player prompt multiple choice. And one more thing, a room index get player, response index to room index get player, player to toString value, toString result to format, result to prompt title, list create to answer choices, on prompt complete to delay, make the delay 0.2, run on delay to if, and then after delay to if. Success on player prompt multiple choice to if condition, then on if to player prompt multiple choice. Make the string format value say this. Make the first item in the toString say this. And the second item say this. So now let's clone our delay and if over to our other player prompt multiple choice. All right, now we need an execution integer switch. Configure it on your first value, make it 0, and then add value, and then 1, and then add value. Response index to match on execution integer switch. On prompt complete to run on delay. Success to if condition. Then on if to execution on execution integer switch. Okay, player prompt multiple choice to right here. List create right here. And then our delay and if right here. Configure this list create, add 1 input, giving you a total of 3 inputs. Wire 0, execution integer switch to player prompt multiple choice. List create to answer choices. On prompt complete to run. Success to if condition. On your first answer choice, type in this. Second answer choice, type this in. And then third, this. All right, clone over your execution integer switch to this if, then to execution integer switch, and then response index to match. Configure and then give it a 2. So type 2 and then add value. Okay, so wire prompt title to this string format right here. Now back to right here, clone this player prompt multiple choice up to here, and your list create. So wire list to answer choices, 0 to player prompt multiple choice, prompt title to that string format. Now, I'm assuming you know how to use a list create. You pretty much configure it, add and remove inputs. So what you got to do is enter every rank you want in this list create. So I just put 3 in. They can be whatever you want, just all your ranks that are in your game into here. Now we need a delay and an if. On prompt complete to right here, success to right here. Now we need an if and an equals. Wire then on this if to this if. Wire equals to response index. A list get count. A subtract. Add one. Once you got all your ranks on this list create, add one input. And then on that last option, have it say this. I should have said that earlier, but my bad. List get count to the first value on subtract, and then difference to equals value. Subtract 1, then a prompt local player. Make that prompt title that string format. Don't forget, we do that for all of our prompts. Get a string variable, configure it, make the name on it this. Wire complete on prompt local player to temp rank, and then response to temp rank. Clone this temp rank up here. Wire else on this if to temp rank, and then make the string wired to response. Okay, we need a player world UI. Configure it. Now on your primary bar, turn off enabled and then turn off animated. Secondary bar, turn off enabled, turn off animated. On text, turn that on and then set the text to nothing. Synced, yes. Enable when joining, no. And all this stuff, no. So just copy these settings. Now we need a display player world UI. Set player world UI text enabled. And then a set player world UI text value. Wire player world UI to target, display player world UI. Wire both temp ranks to here. Wire this exec to this exec, and then this exec to this exec. And then string to either of the temp rank string values. Okay, so to put it into perspective, this is where we're at, and then we have to wire something all the way over here. So over here, you should have a room index get player. Go ahead and grab that, wire it to all 3 of these player values on the player world UI CV2. All right. Make sure this is enabled. That's very important. Make sure it's true. And that does it for our rank system. Let's go back to our EIS. All right, a set player world UI text value. Make sure the value has nothing in it. And then wire 2 to this executable. Oh, this executable. What the fuck, dude? To this executable. Wire 2 to this executable. Wire the player to that room index get player. And now it's time we work on the color system. So get a player prompt multiple choice, bring it all the way down here. Clone your list create for that. All right, actually, let's go ahead and grab these 2 things, move them down here because we're going to need a lot of room for this. Wire 1 on your EIS to this executable. Wire the list create to answer choices. Make sure this has 5 inputs. Now you're going to need a color constant and then a toString. Wire color to the value. Select these 2. Clone them 5 times, I think. And then wire all your results to the items. Configure this and add 2 more inputs. The list create. Now, configure each color constant and make them whatever colors you want. I'm going to do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And then you should have one input right here that's not wired to anything. Go ahead and configure it and type in this. Wire the prompt title to this string format way the fuck down here. The one that has the room index, then the toString, and then the string format. Or the room index get player, my bad. And then clone your if and delay. On prompt complete to run, success to if condition. Clone this little system we made. List get count, subtract, equals, and then if. So list create to list get count, equals to response index, and then if to then on other if. Get a color variable, name it this. Get a parse color, wire response to string on parse color, result on parse color to your color variable. Okay, prompt local player, make the prompt title say this, wire then on if to prompt local player, wire else to your color variable, clone your parse color over to here, wire response to string, clone your if over here, wire parse success to condition on if, and then complete to executable on if. Clone over your temp rank color to about right here, wire then to temp rank color, and then results on parse color to the color value. All right, let's go like all the way down here. Get yourself an event definition, configure it, name it this. So add a player value, name it player, add property. Get a color value, name it color, add property. Get a string value, name it string, add property. And then get a string value, and then name it ID, add property. So let's go back over to our color circuits. Get an event sender, configure it, make the event game events, and then send it to all. Wire color variable to here, and then your other color variable to here. Okay, make the ID change rank color. Wire the color to your color variable. Wire your player to that player value. This one over here. All right, let's go back to this event definition. Get an event receiver, configure it, make it game events, an execution string switch, configure it, make it say change rank color, and then add value. Or the executable to execution string switch, the ID to match, an if player is local, wire change rank color to if player is local, and then the player to the player. Get a set player world UI text color, is local to this executable, local player, and then color to color on your event receiver. And then get a color variable, make it say this, and then turn on cloud variable. Wire this to this, and then the color value to your event receiver color value. Let's go back up to our rank circuits. Get your game events, event sender, have the ID say this, wire this exec to this exec, player value to the player value on room index get player, string on event sender to temp rank. Let's go back down to our game events, configure execution string switch, add a value that says change rank, clone if player's local, wire this executable to this executable, player to player, a string variable, make it say this, and then make it a cloud variable, wire is local to the executable, and then the string value to this string value. Now let's go down here a little bit. Clone that event receiver, make it player joined. Clone that if player is local. Wire the two executables, wire player to player. Get an equals and an if. Wire is local to the executable on if condition to equals. Value on equals to the rank string variable. Get a display player world UI. Set player world UI text enabled, and then a set player world UI text value. Wire then to display player world UI. Wire this executable to this executable, this exec to this exec. wire the value on set player world UI text value to the rank. Get a set player world UI text color. This exec to this exec. Wire the color value to rank color variable. I don't know why that is not a cloud variable. It should be. And then the target on display player world UI to the player world UI way up here, right here. All right, now it's time to see if she works. Yo, bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, it says 2.
Okay, hold on. Can you leave and rejoin really quick?
Oh, okay.
Okay, sweet. All right, that's all I needed, bro. Thank you.
Oh, alright, in a bit then.
All right, later, bro.
Yeah, in a bit.
So there you have it. I hope this helped you guys. If you guys have any questions about this, hit me up in Rec Room. Link in the description to my profile. We didn't get into the XP system today, but if you guys want to see a video about that, let me know in the comments. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.